Hello and welcome, I'm Misstical. This is Misstical Gaming. We're jumping into Watcher of Realms. Now, I just want to have a quick chat about Guild Wars, Guild versus Guild. It's not my thing. I don't really do a great deal of it. However, I'm starting to notice some changes in it. Now, is RNG having a positive or negative effect on Guild Wars? So, it's sort of, I'm just asking the question really more than anything else. So, I've noticed in a guild that I'm in, and I'm in a guild that we don't really care whether you do Guild Wars or not. You go along, if you do your attacks, great. If you don't worry about it. It's not an issue. One of the things though is it's growing. I mean, there is never a shortage of people wanting to join a guild that doesn't care about Guild Wars, which is quite a sad state of affairs, I think, for the game to be in. In fact, it's growing so much. The cluster has started off for like a second guild now, of people who are making sure like Abyss is downed and APOC is downed every week, but no one really worries about the Guild Wars part of it so much. And we bob along quite happily in Plat 2 without a care in the world, which is a nice relaxed environment to be in. I appreciate that's not the environment everyone wants to be in, and some people want to push everything to the max. Fair play, go for it. But it's not an area where I'm in at all. That being said, I have noticed there is a change in what's happening, and I'm curious to know if that's part of RNG and whether that's a good thing for the game or not, or particularly Guild Wars. So you remember that we used to have this, didn't we? Or this is in the game and you could use it. So you would have your attack codes, and there is a definite dip in the amount of attack codes actually being used within the game, certainly that I've noticed. So you used to go along and do your battle, and then once you successfully defeated someone, when the battle ends, you could tap to the old share your personal attack code for that battle. So you go along there and you could either tap it directly afterwards, or you could go into the results afterwards and then you could choose to share your code then. So you can either share your code and you can just have it highlighted there, so if anyone goes around and checks up on the old battles, they could have a look to see who shared their code. Or you could share it, and then you could share it to guild chat as well. So in the guild chat, it would have, for example, Misstical has defeated, name someone here, and then you could go along and find that person that it said I've defeated, and then you can go and check up to see how I'd done it. But you didn't only go to watch the battle. You could very easily just take that attack code. You could copy that attack code from it. So you'd go along to the battle, you'd see the reward, you'd see where I'd won a battle, and it would say you could view the attack code. So you could take the attack code from there and you would copy it, for want of a better phrase. So that attack code was then copied onto your account, and then when you went to make up your team, you could put that attack code in. So you'd see the attack code out there. After copying another player's attack code, you can directly import it to your own library. So I think your library held, was it 5 spaces of places where you could attack, and you could store these attack codes. So you would then store that. Then when you went to make up your team, so you have your team makeup here, you'd see attack plan, and you could click on that and go to attack plan, and then it would then show you the number of attack plans you had there. So in this example, there is one attack plan there, and you can choose to use that, and that would import that attack plan in for you. Now it would be those demon soldiers, depending on what level you had them in at, and then theoretically it used to put in your best BP, although that was never always 100% the case. So it never always used to work, and you press go and you would just copy someone else's attack. But there was definitely a dip last season in the number of people I saw actually doing this. And I'm sort of more curious about why this is. Now, my guess is because of the number of demon soldiers. And while it's great that we've got all these new demon soldiers in, now I've done really lucky here. I've got quite a few of the new ones. But there are definitely other people, and certainly my other account doesn't have so many of the new ones. Oh, I'm just missing this one. Realistically, this one will come from the next season, won't it? This one here is one I can get, I believe. This one here is from the season 11, and these two are captains. I'm not expecting to get them anytime soon. I think that's a lot of luck more than anything else. But that luck, is there a luck barrier against people who haven't done as well at getting these. And does that affect the amount of people who can use attack codes? And if they just want to be able to go in and do a quick attack on Guild Wars, they haven't got a lot of time to actually test and run and all that sort of thing. Are we forcing these players out? Are we forcing guilds to have less time to actually take in and prepare and actually run their Guild Wars? Now, if we remember, there was a way that we used to get new demon heroes or demon soldiers, and it was nothing to do with the mystery chests here. So we've got a mystery chest up here. This is it. Now, these are all the demon soldiers in here, and I have an amount of chance of getting one. So if I just use one, what will I get? There we go. Absolutely no use to me. That's fine. Now I can upgrade them anyhow I like, because we've got these void cores now. Absolutely fantastic. But remember, there was, or used to be, a different way to actually get them. So when you come into the war room, up here is Demonic Crusades. Now, we used to get them from here. This was fantastic. This was fantastic, this piece. So we used to actually get all of our new demon soldiers from here. This was a much better, in my opinion, this was a much better way to get our demon soldiers. So this was Demonic Crusades. We had the main stage, and then we had the challenge stage, for those of you that remember it or haven't done it recently. So we had this big thing arrive, Demonic Crusaders arriving, absolutely fantastic. And this is the main stage where, for most main stages, commanders can initiate challenges with their own demon soldiers. That was very much the thing there, and you had to make sure the core was stayed intact, that sort of thing. You must breach all the cores, sorry. And then after you'd done the main stage, you had the daily challenge stage. So you had like a daily, and then the daily, I think, went up to sort of a nightmare, didn't it? Went normal, hard, nightmare, or something like that. There was definite difficulty stages attached to it. And then you had the challenge stages as well, which were really good fun, because they had extra obstacles and things like that involved in them, and they gave you a set number of heroes or demon soldiers you could use. I mean, I really like this content. I like the mechanics here that were on the maps, like with the powder keg core, the molten lava that went everywhere. Yeah, really loved this content. I really liked it, and it was a shame. It was a shame it sort of hasn't really gone anywhere, because this was the way we've got new demon soldiers. So we've got all the demon soldiers this way, and the void cores now mean that you can up the demon soldiers that you get in any sort of ratio that you like. For me, I'd like to see this come back. I really would. Whether it is a way to make sure that everyone gets all the possible demon soldiers, or maybe that form of RNG within the game is actually good. Like I say, it doesn't overly bother me, but I think it is a real shame that we now have, and have had for a long time, coming soon. It's been coming soon now for well over a year, and that's the main stage, and the challenge stage is very much the same, which is a bit of a blow. It was good content. I'd like to see it come back. And is it a help? Will that take out the RNG? And does the RNG even need to come out of Guild Wars, so we can get back to something at least where people decide on how they're going to attack a certain way, and then all the members of the guild do at least have a team capable of running that same attack code? Or are the attack codes dead? Anyway, just curious on your thoughts, if the RNG is a good thing or a bad thing, or whether we should find another way to actually be able to get demon soldiers, so people are on more of a level playing field, as opposed to having another layer of RNG into the game, or having a luck barrier against how you can attack certain teams. Just interested in your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you all in a video again tomorrow. Thanks very much. If you could do the old thumbs up, like, subscribe, help me out massively. I'll see you all in a video again soon. Cheers. Goodbye.